Welcome. Today is the seventh day of the first week of the Omer. So we actually say today is 7 days, which are 1 week of the Omer. We are wrapping up the first week, so mazel tov to everybody that's been viewing. And if you need to see the other days, please do. They are online. So we have managed to work our way through the different levels of all the attributes, discovering our relationship to and with love. Our love relationships with our partners, maybe our parents, past, present, our children, our family, our friends. All of this is something that we should be, thinking about in ways that we can expand. Everybody is, pretty good, at for the most part, connecting and loving, but we want to always broaden and expand our relationship if we can to a higher level. So we've explored loving kindness this entire week, what it means to love completely, fully, in a healthy and disciplined way, with compassion, with empathy, and enduring love, and with humility. And then we have now arrived at the ultimate state of malchut. It is the absolute highest point of loving. Malchut has nobility and sovereignty within it. So day 7 is the malchut of chesed, nobility and loving kindness. So when we love in noble and pure ways, we are giving and receiving with dignity. We're honoring our loved one. We're respecting them. We have healthy boundaries. We're trying to communicate in a flow of energy that has positivity and goodness in it. And we then experience a sense of belonging, of purpose, of actually knowing where our home is, the home in our soul, the home in the relationship with the other person. We have a better relationship not only with ourselves, but an actualization of what we're capable of on a much higher plane. And we manifest that love in a reflection of the divine, because God is in us, God is in our love, especially when it's at its most pure. When love is derailed, it gets a little sidetracked, it has some negativity in it, then it begins to lose its sense of dignity, its feeling of malchut, of sovereign, beautiful, exalted kingdom. We then get stuck in a trap that is harmful and debilitating, which breaks our spirit and ultimately robs our soul. It robs our soul, it weakens our hearts. Socrates said, "One should never do wrong in return, nor mistreat any man, no matter how one has been mistreated by him." So that goes for any woman. No matter how somebody treats you, if they have not done you right, done you well, then you don't give it back to them. Revenge is not the best course of action. We want to take the higher road. We want to be humble. We want to be noble in our actions, our deeds, our feelings of love towards our partners, friends, and family. So any love that falls into this negative category of hardship is not pure love. It's not a noble love. It's not a love that reflects malchut. Love should be open, given freely, and not used as a manipulation or for personal gain. So for love to be considered real and totally actualized, it must have this feeling, this sense, this essence of malchut within it, nobility. So to be full, you need to have this. You need to have this state of nobility. You need to have this essence of malchut. And this will then make you feel loved, make you feel complete, make you feel whole, make the exchange that you have, the dynamic with your loved one, rich and radiating that essence of personal sovereignty. A sovereignty and an essence that's aligned with goodness and all of the attributes that we have learned about and have explored thus far. When we are whole and we're able to love ourselves and we're able to love others, we're in a full and complete sovereign state, we are able to do more, be more, and give more. We will know that we have found our place. There's a greater sense of balance. We feel centered on the mark. We know that what we're giving and receiving is fluid and real, genuine of our heart, our intention, of our soul essence. And we're able to bring balance and harmony into our own sense of well-being, the relationship, and ultimately into the world. Philip James Bailey said that we should not count time, by heartthrobs. He most lives who thinks most, feels noblest, and acts the best. So we want to have positivity in our thoughts. We want to have nobility in our actions towards one another. And we want to always represent the best that's within our own being. And in this 49-day period of time, this is the opportunity. We've just completed 7. We're in the 7th day now. We've had this opportunity to expand our awareness of how we think, how we react, how we feel, how we love, and how we might expand and elaborate on the ways that we've been doing thus far, the sharing of our own heart, the soul-to-soul connection that we have, and then look at the light that is within us that's connected to God, and then reflect that essence, that divinity, because love at its core is the greatest manifestation of God that there is. It is an honor to have love in our life. It's an honor to love and to be loved. When we are broken of heart, of mind, of spirit, it's very hard to give. We don't have anything to give. We are an empty vessel. We need to repair our shattered pieces, look at the things, the relationships, maybe the self-destructive habits that we've had, and the ways that we maybe could have done better in the past so we can do better in the future. If we take care of today, tomorrow will take care of itself. And when we pulsate and vibrate with love, we elevate the entire world. Our whole sphere of existence and being is reflecting light. It's electrifying, it's energizing, and it's bringing the light of love not only into our own being and into our relationships, but out into the world. We are illuminating the world with the very love that we generate. We each have our own unique gifts. We come into this world to figure out what they are, who we are, and how we can best share our unique qualities and gifts with other people. When we do this, we raise each other up, rung by rung, up the ladder to a higher state of being, to that state of Malchut. When we have radiance in our soul reflected in another person's eyes, reflected in an exchange, a positive and good feeling of being connected to one another, of being able to share and to grow and to give and to expand our consciousness and our way that we share, the energy that we exchange, the actions and the deeds that we create, the mitzvot that we take on, we are able to elevate one another to create a new dimension. We are drawing from the spiritual kingdom of the divine, the Malchut, and then we are radiating this pure, genuine, noble love, an essence that we all have within us. It's a quality and a state that we can attain. Everything that we are meant to explore and share in this world vibrates at a certain level. And so when we expand our vibration, when we begin to love more and give more and share in a more complete and whole fashion, we pulsate at a higher level. We elevate everybody with our energy and our light and a sense of maturity, a maturity in our love and our interactions that are rich and full and rewarding. And this is its highest state of love, of complete and full giving and receiving. Nietzsche said that we love life, not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. So for the 7th day, think of a time when you shared love, where you actually felt a sense of energy. You were energized and uplifted by the exchange that you were able to have with the other person, that you knew that you had given something that made a difference. That, even sometimes if you go through your day, and let's say, now many of us are staying at home, but maybe you lifted somebody up by calling them, you shared a smile, a laugh, or let's say you have to go out and you have to go to the market. And, it's hard to see the smile behind the mask that people are wearing, but there's a mask, there's a facade that we sometimes wear where we block the light. We need to eliminate that light. We need to make ourselves radiate with the love that we have that's within us and share that light and that emanating spirit of God, of divinity that each one of us is connected to, each one of us is born with. So when we can connect to this malchut, when we can connect to this love that we have within us, and we really are able to give it out fully and completely with a sense of purity and generosity and spirit, it lifts us up, it lifts everyone up. When we connect to it and we're grateful for the love that we're able to share, we celebrate a light and a joy. My mother-in-law used to say, life is a gift, enjoy it. She used to give out these cards to everybody. And, you know, it was wonderful because, you know, sometimes people just forget that the gift that we have of life in this planet, in this physical realm, is something that, you know, we are born to do. And it's hard. It's hard to share and to give and to love when we feel anxious, when we feel afraid, when we have doubts or insecurity. We need to be able to break through that sense of anxiety and self-consciousness and open up and take a risk. So if you think about everything that you've learned in the past week of how you can enhance the state of loving kindness, your relationship to love, and how you can best share it with others, you know, maybe explain it to other people, invite them into the group, have them look at the past sessions, but have everyone take a look at the way that they love, the way they have in the past, and how they can love more, do more, and give more, and ultimately be more. Hemingway said, there's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow men. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. And that's the glorious time that we have right now, the precious time that we have between Passover and Shavuot, to look at how we have been in our former selves, and then how we can expand and grow and be more. It's like a birthday for the soul that's given to us every single year, and an opportunity to reconnect and to energize our light and recharge our essence. So hopefully that the journey that we're going through together with the counting of the Omer is going to help us connect to love in a more enhanced and thoughtful way, helping us to evolve and grow past outworn habits that aren't serving us anymore. We're better than some of the negativity that we carry around in our baggage. So we get the opportunity to leave it at the door, move on, take a look, and grow, recognizing when we may have come up short, rising above our insecurities, rising above our fear, and then reaching out to truly open up, to be able to be in a complete state of forgiveness and balance and equality with another person. And then to be willing, as we said, sometimes to just give in to help another person grow. So hopefully this past week helped us to become a little more aware, deepened our love connections by truly loving others and ourselves right where we are in this moment. Loving other people where they are, on their terms, not on our own, loving unconditionally with complete acceptance, realizing love for the gift, the glorious gift that it is, and the opportunity that we have to not take one another for granted, to be able to love and to share and to celebrate. Audrey Hepburn said that the best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Now, we have this problem with physical distancing, but we can lift each other up in other ways, as people are doing with the Zoom chatting and everything. Love will lift us up higher and higher and higher. We may be a little restricted right now or feel restricted right now, but we're not. We have the entire cyberspace universe to connect within. And so if we have the universe inside our own being and we connect with that, and then we bring it out into this physical world and out into the universe of all the many souls that are out there, we can elevate one another if we come from a pure and complete state of love, a position of sovereignty, of nobility, of malchut. With the new ways of living and loving and giving that we're learning, we can share this love and enjoy this space. And that's what day 7 and week 1 is all about. So we've worked through these emanations, attributes that fall within chesed, loving kindness. And tomorrow, when we begin week 2, we're going to start with the attributes of givorah, of strength, of justice. So it's important that you reflect upon, everything that we've learned and carry it forward as we go on. Love with a complete and whole heart, love in a way that is good and pure and positive, and the light that you emanate will be so bright that it will help lift us all up higher and higher to a glorious state of being. We can illuminate the world with the essence that is within us. So may you have peace, may you have blessing, may you take care and stay safe.